What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Since the introduction of weapon crafting, there have been a slew of bugs and issues with the system, leading to several hotfixes and adjustments to how weapon crafting works. And because of this, I've put together an updated guide on weapon crafting with key focus towards how to masterwork crafted weapons, how to quickly level up crafted weapons, the best ways to earn resources like Ascendant Alloy and Deep Sight Resonance weapons, along with how weapon Mementos work. So if you're a new light guardian or a veteran guardian returning to the game, then this video will be a great source to answer these questions and more. Before we get started, if you enjoyed today's video and find it helpful, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated. Let's first touch base on the basics of weapon crafting. You will need to have access to the Witch Queen DLC so that you can visit and use the Enclave, which is currently located under the Director in Savathun's Throne World. Not every weapon is craftable. Currently there are 4 exotic weapons, including the Osteostriga SMG and the 3 exotic glaives that are craftable, accompanied by an ever-growing source of seasonal legendary weapons that are also craftable. Each season, Bungie releases a set of craftable weapons that are viewable through the Triumphs tab under Patterns and Catalysts. While you don't have to be an owner of the Witch Queen expansion to discover these weapons and their patterns, you will have to have access to the Witch Queen DLC to craft them. To craft these weapons for your own, you will need to collect enough red bar versions of that weapon first, which will unlock the specific pattern for the weapon you're aiming at crafting. Some patterns require discovering a different amount of red bar versions, while some require finding just 2 versions. There are others that require 3 and 5 red bar versions. As you hover over each weapon pattern, you will see a description of the required red bar discoveries along with the activity source. Once the weapon pattern is unlocked, you'll now find that weapon available under the Enclave crafting menu. You will need Glimmer and Resonant Elements and Alloy to craft the weapon, along with enhancement cores and Ascendant Alloy when reshaping the weapon. Ascendant Alloy can be purchased through Master Raoul in the tower, with a weekly limit. It can be earned through rank up rewards with Banshee, and it can be randomly rewarded by completing Witch Queen campaign missions, Grandmaster Nightfalls, Wellspring activities, and seasonal activities like Sever. Resonant Elements and Alloy will be earned through leveling up Deep Sight red bar weapons. You receive 300 Resonant Elements for each red bar weapon completed. Resonant Elements and Alloy can also be earned by completing different activities like Nightfalls, campaign missions, and even public events, but at a significantly lesser amount. You can also dismantle red bar weapons for some quick Resonant Elements, but not very many. Once you've crafted your desired weapon, you'll be able to reshape and apply enhanced perks and traits, mementos, and masterwork the weapon. But to do so, you will first need to level up the weapon to its needed potential, and you will need a substantial amount of the aforementioned resources along the way. When first crafting your weapon, you'll need Glimmer along with Resonant Alloy and Elements, enough to cover each of the basic traits that you apply to the weapon, along with its sights, barrel options, and magazine option. You will have access to the weapon's basic traits and perks at first, with their enhanced versions becoming available as you level the weapon up. This includes memento benefits and masterworking. Each weapon's enhanced traits require different levels. Some will unlock at level 6, while others won't unlock until reaching levels 12, 14, 16, and even 20. To apply enhanced traits, you will need 2,000 Resonant Elements and 1 Ascendant Alloy for each enhanced trait that you're reshaping into the weapon. To masterwork your crafted weapon, you will need to reach weapon level 20 first. Then you will need to reshape the weapon at the Enclave and apply one of the available enhanced intrinsic perks found on the left side of the weapon's crafting menu. This will cost you 20 resonant alloy, 40,000 glimmer, and 12 enhancement cores. You will need to have already applied 2 enhanced traits to your weapon before being able to masterwork it. Once you have reshaped the weapon with both the enhanced intrinsic trait and its 2 enhanced perks, your weapon will become masterworked with a yellow border when hovering over. While there's currently no limit to how high you can level your weapon up, there is no additional benefits received to the weapon beyond level 30. Which brings us to Mementos. Mementos can be applied to any crafted legendary weapon at any time. Currently there are 3 types of weapon mementos: Nightfall, Gambit, and Trials. Nightfall mementos are randomly earned by completing Grandmaster Nightfalls. Gambit mementos will be earned randomly at completion of winning Gambit matches, and Trials mementos are randomly rewarded for flawless Trials cards. While you can change your memento out at any time, you won't be able to reuse that same memento on another weapon. You'll have to earn another memento. Currently, you can only hold 1 of each of the 3 mementos on your character at a time, and will not receive any further as a reward until you've used them. Mementos unlock special vanity options for your weapon, and as appealing as that might sound, the reality of this has been a little underwhelming. At level 1, you receive a weapon tracker, which is presented in the bottom right corner along with the weapon's created date when examining your weapon. At level 20, you receive a title that is displayed alongside your tracker. The Trials title will read Pathmaker, Gambit's will read Primeval Usurper, and the Nightfall title will read Dusk Tamer. At level 30, you get a unique shader for each specific memento. Once unlocking the shader at level 30, you will have full access to the shader in your shader menus to apply it to any other weapon or item. And that leaves us with our last and possibly most important segment of today's video. What's the fastest way to level up your crafted weapons? Weapons levels are progressed up through kills with the crafted weapon, along with activities completed while that weapon is equipped. Here is a complete breakdown of the current progress you receive for each of the activities currently available in the game. It's important to note that in situations where your weapon level is at 90% into level 5, for example, when you complete an activity that, say, gives 17% progress, you will only receive 10% progress to your weapon, as the system does not carry that progress over into the new level. So when the activity completes, in this scenario, you would only be at 0% on level 6 instead of being at 7% in on level 6. The speed in which you complete these activities will be one of the most important factors, but based on this chart, you'll find Nightfalls to be extremely lucrative when it comes to weapon XP. But for the most efficient means of leveling up your crafted weapons, you want to focus on kills, making the Shuro-Chi exploit of the Last Wish raid and the Altar of Sorrows 2 of the best sources to farm kills for crafted weapons and deep sight weapons. Alternatively, the opening segment of the Vow of the Disciple raid and the entrance segment of the Grasp of Avarice dungeon are both considered to be just as efficient at leveling up crafted weapons. As with many other aspects of Destiny, there are always workarounds or glitches that pop up at one point or another that provide a temporary exploit, which has been the case a few times already with weapon crafting. So to stay ahead of the curve when these events occur, be sure to stay tuned to the channel as we'll be covering everything going on with the upcoming revised raid, Season 18, the new Lightfall expansion, and much more here on the channel. And with that, we've covered everything that you need to know to start leveling up, masterworking, and applying mementos to your new crafted weapons. If you've got any additional concerns or questions, then please be sure to let us know in the comments below. And if you've got any additional tips and tricks for your fellow Guardians out there, then let us know those in the comments as well. Hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If so, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and really do help support the channel. If you're in need of help with some of those tough activities, or just looking for a new place for your Guardian to call home, then please be sure to head up the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.